happy sweet eats. This sweet eats, I'm going to be doing Blue Bunny mini swirls caramel. So it's like a chocolate dipped or chocolate coated, it says dipped on the back, so chocolate dipped ice cream cone that has vanilla ice cream and then caramel in the center. Each one is 140 calories, so this is something I've I've eaten on the Tanis diet and the Tanis diet with PMS modifications. Manufactured by Wells Enterprises Incorporated, which is a food company based in Lamars, Iowa. So it's an Iowa chain or company, and then this is a brand, Blue Bunny. And so this is the sweet treat. I've got some updates while I eat / after I eat, so I'm just gonna do one of these. Video financing, I got $500 back. And so what I've decided from the taxes stuff, so what I've decided to do is take the $100 extra that I didn't have to pay, that I normally have to pay for car insurance. And I'm going to keep that for my next car insurance. And the last like $100 that I was going to use as spending money from the holidays, I'm going to save for car insurance in September. And I'm going to take the $500 and put it into my sweet eats and savory eats and just kind of, I guess, YouTube videos in general financing. And then the money I make every other week, and I might be dog sitting Kona when my parents go to Las Vegas for a family like reunion kind of thing. I take that money and put it towards car insurance. So my fund, so to speak, for my sweet eats and savory eats on this YouTube channel is $500. And I have received the money, checked my bank account today and everything, and it's in, so we're good to go. So that's the first update, and here is the cone. So it's dipped in chocolate, goes down onto the cone itself. Vanilla ice cream. Very tasty. Now, my second update, featured channels changes on this YouTube channel today. I dropped Daisy Sue. And I dropped Kelly Hayes Hikes from my featured channels. It's going to be found under the channels tab on this YouTube channel, Tanis Leonardi. And then I dropped those today. And I added About to Eat Stephen Petula, Hawaiian Traveler Sean Capiolani. Nope, Caliponi. Sorry, there's like Capiolani Boulevard. Hawaiian Traveler Sean Caliponi. Fourth one, Physics Girl Sabrina Gonzalez Pasterski, but the name of the channel is not Sabrina, sorry. Physics Girl. Then the fifth one was Justina Armistead, and then the sixth one was Chelsea Lynn. So that's my second update. So I dropped 2, added 6, net gain of 4. And the caramel is starting to emerge. There's like a caramel strand in the middle, and that's what this dot is it's caramel. The ice cream is light and kind of fluffy. And the chocolate does a good job of, it's really thin. So it's not like I have to like crunch really hard. It's good on proportions. Good portion too. Only 140 calories, 7 grams of fat. There's a little bit more caramel now. The cone is a little on the softer side. Sometimes it's super crunchy, so I actually like it soft because my teeth are soft, so this does less damage to my teeth. So you can kind of tell it's soft than this. Which at this point in my life, I prefer. If my teeth ever recovered completely, I might need a different medical system for that. Like, me and my Andre were talking about that. And it's kind of like Russia puts its athletes through a lot of repetitive motion. And so they actually have a medical system that's much better equipped for like extreme, like a lot of usage. And so maybe my teeth have just been used a lot. I used to chew a lot of gum. I was like, when I lived in South Africa, I learned like their medical system could handle some surgeries a lot better than the American system. And so a bunch of people actually from Europe and America kind of saved their surgeries and used their health insurance while living in South Africa to get medical procedures done because they were more effective than if they got them done in America or Europe. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe Russia, right? But I don't know. It was like if we lived there or something. Andre and I were talking about that. Maybe the Russian system would be better for that. It is softer. I like that. A lot of people like crunchy waffle cones. I'm preferring this actually all day. It isn't soft. It's like, how to phrase it? It's still hard. It's just not crunchy. So it's like soft compared to crunchy, but not like soft as in like soggy. And I think I just squeezed, there was a little bit of chocolate in the tip, but I think I just squeezed it out in the last bite. Gone. I will give that an 11 out of 10. It's a great mini ice cream cone for when on a diet, speaking from experience. And I will think of some sort of, not creative name, but the name for this video and the video description will do like chocolate dipped vanilla ice cream and cone with caramel in the center or inside the within the ice cream. And then the title will try to figure out some sort of description that's accurate, because there's mini swirls caramel, but there's also chocolate and vanilla. So I'll figure out something for the video title of Sweet Eats. And then my last update, so that's an 11 out of 10. Blue Bunny mini swirls caramel, but it's a vanilla ice cream with caramel in the center and then chocolate dipped on a waffle cone, which turned out to be softer in this batch. It's not normally that soft, but again, soft compared to crunchy, but still hard. Kind of like, it is a frozen novelty after all. Yeah. And then last update, so this is kind of this morning I said I had more to do writing for my pandemic pit crew writing and publishing today. Today is Tuesday, 14 March 2023, as of filming this in City of Shoreline, King County, Washington State, United States of America, Planet Earth, the original. And I had to work on, or I chose to, it was my tasks for the day, publish on the Lorenzo Mora English Wikipedia article. He's an Italian swimmer. I did detective work and figured out, yes, he did qualify for the 2020 Summer Olympic Games. He actually achieved an Olympic qualifying time, so it's kind of like, if you achieve that time and you're the top 2 in your country, you get to go to the Olympic Games. In America, there's like a competition and stuff, but the national competition, but as long as you're a US citizen or something like that, where you get to compete and then make a team. And so he competed at that, got an Olympic qualifying time. The second place finisher did not, but then the second place finisher went on and got the Olympic qualifying time at a different competition, if I'm recalling correctly. And they only sent the guy who got the silver medal to the Olympic Games. They didn't send Lorenzo Mora, who got the gold medal at the national competition with an Olympic qualifying time. So not separate. He got gold medal and personal best, which was an Olympic qualifying time at the same competition. So he should have gone and did not go, because Italy sent 22 men and they could send up to 26. So somewhere between him achieving the qualification standards and the Olympic Games, something happened. Right, Italy did not send him. I do not know if it is Team Italy that is at fault here, or the International Olympic Committee, or whether it was intentional or unintentional. It kind of reminds me of the UC Berkeley experience where somebody took away my mailbox. Right, and I still to date have not been told why they took it away, and I still do not have my mail. It's kind of like that, right? Like, there's no why he didn't go, they didn't send him, but he still has not had the chance to compete because, right, the Olympic Games are over. The 2020 Summer Olympic Games are done, so we can't compete at them. And I don't have my mail, so there's like a complete lack of closure, but there's also zero transparency, zero honesty, and zero clarity publicly as to why my mail my mailbox was taken, and mail was taken away, and why he was not allowed to compete at the 2000, or was not, like, yeah, well, he was not allowed to compete, or he did not compete, so something fell off there, whether it was intentional or unintentional. So it's just a kind of a bizarre scenario. So I wrote and published he achieved the time, but Italy only sent one person, and they had space for him in both the event, so they can have up to 2 people in the event, individual events, and they only sent one. So he could have gone, right? They could have sent him, and they had 4 male spots left on the team, so there was space there too. So it's just kind of just putting that on the page. No original research means I could speculate all I want and do digging, but that's original research, so I can't put that on the page. Somebody else would need to publish that, and then me put that on the page, right? And cite that, whoever did that original research. So I did what I could per Wikipedia's no original research policy. So there's some I have made Wikipedia articles for 67 pools and open water swimmers, and like that are currently pool and open water swimmers, or like, I guess 68 if we include Javier Ruiz Sanchez, who had a history of pool swimming and then transitioned to artistic swimming, but he doesn't do pool swimming anymore. So actually we'll keep it at 67. And 4 of those 67, approximately 6% of my swimmers that have made Wikipedia articles, my Mora is mine, but like I've made Wikipedia articles for on English Wikipedia, that's approximately 6% have either achieved a qualifying time and not been allowed to compete because they're too young, or there was some sort of operational glitch, so to speak, where somebody was sent in their place, or they weren't sent when they could have been sent. And 100% of them are like white, quote unquote, European born and European descent kind of thing, specifically in all 4 of these cases. 3 are female, 1 male. So it was just kind of an interesting demographic trend. I'm like, this further, now that we have a male case, we can actually say racism as opposed to targeting white women. It's white men and women, or white man and woman in this case, but it's 4 out of 67 is kind of a lot from my perspective, but it could be far, right? Is that representative of the entire swimming community globally? I don't know. I have chosen it to go down the path of not only doing people that are European born and European descent, right, in the Wikipedia articles I select. But yeah, it's kind of sad, and hope it wouldn't happen to anybody, but it has happened to these 4 individuals. So kind of interesting. So there's an update on that, and happy sweet eats.